Welcome back to the Namida's Recycle Bin Level Solving Commentary video series. And today we're going to be starting the Step 8 rank, so the 8th rank. And yeah, just as a brief note here, yeah, the last time we did Step 7 and there were only 4 levels. So because of that, it's the shortest rank and it went pretty quick. Not as quick as I thought it would, but yeah, just the fact that there was only 4 levels, yeah, we covered it quite quickly. And that is in contrast to the rank before that, which is the longest rank at 29 lows. And so that took quite a while with 3 videos to cover it all. And occasionally some switching between the .nxp and the .exe file. But well, that's only because there were 2 levels that are impossible on the version 1.43 N-F Neo Lemmings player. Yeah, due to the direct drop mechanic being cold. And so, yeah, pretty much in summary, 2 ranks ago, that was the biggest and longest rank, and then the next one after that is the shortest rank of the entire pack. So now we are on to the Step 8 rank, and there's pretty much 3 more ranks to go. So this one and then 2 more ranks after it. So we're getting pretty close to the end, but yeah, it's still quite some ways though. But yeah, this one will be a little bit longer than longer than the previous rank, but shorter than the rank before that. So it's pretty much about smack dab in between. Yeah, pretty much almost the average number of levels. Yeah, between those 2 ranks. But yeah, so it's going to take a bit longer to get through it than the previous rank, but we'll get through it as well. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So the Step 8 rank is Other LP, so Other Lemmings Plus. And we start off with Other LP 1, Terrible Sky. These are levels removed from other Lemmings Plus packs, mostly from Lemmings Plus Omega. Yeah, one of the side packs. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I clicked my mouse and for some very strange reason it did not transition to the get ourselves into the level. But we want LP others. So other LP, yes. And there are 16 levels, yeah, in this rank. Okay. Okay, not too bad of a load to start off, although it looks pretty daunting. Okay, so I built there. Oh, so there are 3 entrances. Yeah, 2 in the top, and then 1 at the bottom. Yeah, on the left side. So I stacked there. Then I also stacked there. Yeah, stack there. Stack there. Yeah, and stack there. Oh no, a platform there. No, not stack. Sorry. So build. And then he just goes splats, it appears. Or, oh, not splat, but rather dies to the fire trap below. Same thing with that one. Yeah, we are allowed several losses here. So there's going to be plain losses. Yeah. So the platform will fall and pick up the basher and the miner pickups. Okay, stack there. Yeah, and then the platform will also collect these pickups here. Yeah, a basher and a miner. Ooh, there's a lot. Stack. And then build 1 more time, so 3 builders in total. It appears. Yes. So stack there. Yeah, and also stack here to contain the lemmings here. Okay, so cancel him with a walker, and then bash on Drew. Hang on. Yeah, then I stack somewhere else right there. What was this pickup? That was a stacker pickup. Yeah, buried inside the terrain there. Oh, and another one. And another. And another. Yeah, and another. And another. So since there were 9 of them, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 10 of them, sorry. So, platform across. Yeah, everyone else is perfectly contained now. And I do believe we are done with gimmicks levels until we do the next rank and also the rank after that as well. Yeah, because I believe the other LP rank does not have any gimmicks. I could be wrong though. It's been a while, so I don't quite remember. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, it's not there. Okay, built to reach the exit, it appears. Yes. Okay, bash. Yeah, the stack will catch them. Then where do I mine? So right here. Yeah, and I cancel the miner with a walker. And then I believe that's already it. So again, yeah, it looks pretty daunting, but it's not as difficult as it appears though. Especially with the linear save requirement. Alrighty, next one. Other LP2. Quarantine threat. Alrighty, so zombies guarding the exit there. So 10 of everything and 4 skill types. And 2 entrances. Yeah, one on each side here. Yeah, so it seems like I just get down there to like get the zombies out of the way. Yeah, so you have to make them bombers before you get infected. Okay, then I build. Yeah, and then I also build just to avoid contact with the zombies. Okay, block right there. Yeah, then finally all that's left to do is to build to reach the exit. And then release these guys later with either a bomber or a basher. Yeah, so it takes 2 builders, it appears. Yes. Yep, bash on through, and then we're good. And they're already all out, so... So yeah, this one is like a lot easier than the previous low. Other LP3. Nothing lasts forever. Okay, so it's just permanent skills here. Yeah, so I make them all floaters. Yeah, climb. Yeah, then another climber. Yeah, it's just making sure that you space out the lemmings accordingly so that they don't slip by the teleporter. Yeah, despite the fact that it is like a quick one. And yes, they would need a glider in order to get over there. Although it doesn't really seem that it's necessary though. I don't think it's necessary to make them a glider actually. Because yeah, they are all float. Actually, wait, why were they floaters anyway? Oh, okay. They lose the floater skill. Yeah, once they land, it appears. Okay, I did not realize that. And then, yeah, after they finish climbing, yeah, then they lose the climber skill. So no, I was wrong. Yeah, there are some gimmick levels after all. Yeah, I think this is like called the exhaustion gimmick or something like that. So like after they use their permanent skill, then they lose it. I think the only exception here would be the swimmer skill. Yeah, but I could be wrong though. Yeah, I don't quite remember all the details of the gimmick. So yeah, I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, how am I able to assign them gliders if they are floaters? Yeah, because in Neo Lemmings, it's not possible for them to be both a floater and a glider. But no, I've forgotten about this gimmick, which I think is called exhaustion, but I can't remember the name though. Other LP4, Boom Balloon. This part seems to be gimmick level as well, just based on how small it is. Okay, block right there. Okay, platform across. Okay, block right there. Nope, there doesn't appear to be any gimmick here. Okay, back on through. Yeah, then finally just find a spot to platform so that you get over the blocker. The right one, that is. Yep, and that's it. Yeah, I blew up. Ooh, there's a gimmick. Yeah. Okay, I totally forgot about that. So here, it's the gimmick where the bombers have a much greater like radius blast, yeah, than normal. So as a result, you can't really release the crowd by bombing one of the blockers. Yeah, because the blast radius is much bigger. But other than that, yeah, it's like not too difficult of a level. Other LP5, try anything once. So 2 pre-placed lemmings, and that's all we got. And yeah, pretty much a one screener here. So block right there, and then wait. Oh, they're both climbers. Okay. So block with the second one. Okay, bash on through. Okay, then mine. I'm probably going to assume that this is a exhaustion gimmick as well. Yep. So 1 instance of climbing and they lose their climbing skill. Otherwise, I was like, wait a minute, why do we need to do this? Because, like, couldn't they just, like, both climb and get to the exit? Yeah, that's why I thought. Of course, they lose their climber skill, because otherwise this would have been too easy and you don't have to do anything at all. Okay, so at the platform and then you bash it and that's it. So, pretty nice one. Other LP6, acid leak. It's interesting, you can lose up to half here. Okay, so start down there and we have to work our way up. So build and then block. Okay, block there. Yeah, this appears to be a normal low. I don't think there's any gimmicks here. Okay, bomb the right blocker. Okay, block. Maybe it's rising water? Because I think the water is getting higher. Yep, the water is rising. So, it's rising at a much faster speed than the default. So yeah, you just have to constantly be moving here. So that's essentially the hard part. Yeah, just making sure that you constantly move the crowd so that the water does not drown them. Okay, so send up 2 climbers. Yeah, patch on through. Yeah, 3 times it appears. Yes. Yeah, caught up to this blocker. Okay, then when he turns around in the bash zone, we go ahead and mine down to the crowd. Okay, bash on through. Yeah, build up. Yeah, then we just keep building up until we reach the exit. Okay, so build there. Okay, and then block to turn the builder. Okay, I'm not sure why I kept building into the solid level side there. Ooh. Oh, unfortunately the water got to some of my lemmings. Quite alright though, yeah, you are plenty of losses here. Yeah, they are just blocked with the last lemming behind them. Yeah, otherwise the water would have caught up to them, and then I would have lost even more lemmings. So yeah, it's just all about keeping the crowd moving because of the rising water. Yeah, and it goes pretty fast. Other LP7, Plutonium Lemming. Yeah, I believe this also uses the big bomber radius blast. 7, right? Yes, it does. So I think I recall this one being quite a difficult level. Yeah, as a result of that, this gimmick, the bomber blast being so huge. But anyway, it's just like blasting away the terrain here in order to free the crowd. Yeah, make some swimmers here, 2 of them so far. 3, 4, 5. 6. Yeah, so 6 of them. 7, 8, 9, 10. So that uses all the swimmer skills here. Okay, I'm gonna use another bomber there. Yeah, then I have the platform here. And it looks like he will finish on time before the first non-swimmer comes up. Actually, no, he does not. So one of them drowns, but that's okay. We are allowed plenty of losses here. Okay, what am I waiting for here? Blocker right there, okay. Okay, yes, then I destroyed the terrain from below here. Yeah, and that's possible because of the fact that the bomber radius is much bigger than normal. Yeah, and that's also to prevent destroying the terrain that the exit is on, or both of the exits are on. Because we already destroyed the terrain leading to this exit, so therefore we want to avoid that for the other exit. And we do that by bombing from below to steal. Okay, and then platform here, and then one more platformer, and that should be good. That should be it. Yeah, some of them, well, one of them goes by in the meantime, but that's okay. Yeah, we still allow 25 more losses here. Yep, and that's it. But yes, I do recall this one being a pretty difficult one. Yeah, because of the huge bomber radius gimmick here. But yeah, it's a pretty nice one though. It's a very nice puzzle. Other LP8, Glider Frenzy. So essentially the same thing as the Floater Frenzy one, just with the glider skill instead, and also with the inability to pause. So just testing your reflexes here. And you also have to assign the glider at the right in the right spots too. Yeah, so that they land right where the exit is. And even with RR50, yeah, it's not that difficult below. Yeah, even without the ability to pause. So anyway, I'm just gonna fast forward this. Yeah, and plus if you miss some, that's okay because you're allowed up to 4 losses. Other LP 9, Pocket of Air. I think I remember this one being somewhat challenging, but another pretty nice low nevertheless. Okay, this is probably rising water as well. Yeah, the water's definitely rising here. Okay, block there. Okay, turn him around with Walker. Okay, so I build. Wait. No, I platform. Okay, and I make him a swimmer. Yeah, I believe the blocker, it is necessary to make him a blocker because otherwise, if he gets down here, eventually he gets trapped in here because the water rises and therefore he has no way out. I could be wrong though. Yeah, but now he's able to get up here, which will prove critical to the solution, it appears. And yeah, platform one more time to close out the gap. Yeah, platform here. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and turn him around with a walker in order to build to the exit first. Yeah, and then finally all that's left to do is to release the crowd with a miner. Yeah, and then we max out the release rate here because, yeah, the water's getting dangerously close to them. And it doesn't really matter if he gets caught, if the miner gets caught, because he's the only swimmer that we have. But in any case, they all escape the water. Yeah, including the swimmer. Alrighty, and then finally, other LP10. Finally. Okay, and this is the Karoshi gimmick one. There's 20 of them, and we had to kill all 20. So yes, I paid attention this time. That instead of saving them, you have to kill them. So 9 of everything, and it's pretty reminiscent of the No Time to Die levels in the main Lemmings Plus entries. Yeah, namely the ones that are numbered. So 1, 2, 3, etc. And in case you're wondering what those levels are, it's essentially a 9 of everything in the classic 8 skill types. And 20 lemmings, and you have to save all of them, all within 2 minutes. But this here is the opposite, where we have to kill them instead. So sending that up as a climber is one way, since he's just gonna fall down and splat. Okay. Oh, and there's also a non-fatal bomber gimmick as well, apparently. Okay, so yeah, I bash here. I think it's to prevent him climbing it that he falls down and splats. So yeah, just turn around and then also block here. Okay, and then after digging for a while, then we mine, and then we just rinse and repeat with the miner and digger. Okay, bomb there. Yeah, then we start building up. Okay, bash on through, and then build. Well, he's a floater. Why is he a floater, though? Hang on. Oh, they're pre-placed, they're pre-assigned floaters. Okay. Yeah, that's sort of what makes it hard to kill them. So, needless to say, there's no way to kill them by, making them fall from a huge height. Yeah, bash them through and then build. So, yeah, not possible to win this level by making them splat, because they're all floaters. Okay, after we climb and get up, then we go ahead and dig and then bash. Yeah, and then, so if we cannot kill them by splatting, then you have to kill them by making them drown. Okay, bomb. Okay, and then build to stop the basher. Okay, bash. And then interact him mid-stroke with the builder. Yeah, bomb the blocker in order to release him. Okay, and then finally build to the right, so that they will now go to the water and drown. Yeah, and you have to do it all within the 2-minute time limit as well. And I gotta say, yeah, having this be the Karoshi level, yeah, it's a pretty nice twist on the usual no time to die level. Yeah, in the main Lemmings Plus series packs. So I gotta say, this was a really nice one, but it's a really difficult one because of the fact that they're all pre-assigned floaters. Yeah, so therefore you cannot kill them by splatting. And so your only choice is to lead them to the water to drown, which does count as killing them for Karoshi purposes. Alrighty, so that was the first 10 levels of the other LP rank. So next time we will finish up the remaining 6 levels. Excuse me. And yes, seeing the preview screen here, yes, this one uses a very special gimmick, and I will explain it next time when we start. And so, because we finished 10 levels, we're going to go ahead and make a stop here. So tune in next time for when I cover the rest of the other LP rank. With this, hope you enjoyed the video of the namida's recycle bin level 7 commentary, and I'll see you all next time.